I heard it was a disaster. Tell me more.
I heard the girls talking downstairs. Apparently, guests went wild.
More like unhinged.
Ooh. Let's play This Bad We Made. Hello and welcome to Hula New Plays short-ish horror games. Although this is more like a thriller mystery, but it's kind of right up my alley. So this game was developed by Lowbirth Games, and it just came out a couple of weeks ago. No, on November 1st. And the concept is so fun and cool. It's basically you play as a hotel maid in the 1950s. And you snoop around the rooms to basically uncover secrets and mysteries and murder. So that's such a fun premise. This is a puzzle game, so pray for me. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I love snooping in games. I love when it's allowed to snoop and to kind of combine this, because we actually do have to clean the rooms. Apparently, I'm not quite sure, but I think you have to make sure that the rooms look like you did not snoop. So that's so much fun. So let's just dive right in. The game takes account of all of your actions, including the ones you decide not to take. Oh, these choices will determine your fate and the fates of others around you. Wait, I hope I cannot die. Proceed with caution. Oh man. Yeah, I didn't read up a lot about this game. I put it on my wish list. I discovered it on my wish list, so I even forgot that I put it on my wish list. And I was so stoked when I read why I initially put it on the wish list, which is like, it's super cool. Okay, so maybe my fate.
Let's keep moving.
This is probably the present. And then I think the game will play in the past. So we'll probably not die. Oh, but maybe we'll... If they think we did the murders. We're so prim and proper. But he looks...
It's on your right. Here.
It's a nice voice, though.
No, I'm usually in charge of the second and third.
So each maid has her assigned floors?
Yes, exactly.
Then why is it that you were working on the fifth floor last week?
Well, the usual girl, Sophie, she had to take some time off. So Linda, that's the governess,
We're almost there.
covered for her.
I see. Does this man look familiar to you?
Interesting. Okay. It's weird that I want to turn, you know, but I can't. So you expect me to believe that? Suppose you being dressed as a woman was a coincidence? Is that it? I'm already snooping. It was only meant as a joke. Come on, we all know what's going on. Deviant friends. Hey, let him be. Who cares?
Good luck.
And don't mess it up.
She's all yours, sir.
You know, while we're talking about men wearing...
Sophie Roy, I'm
dresses.
Detective Maurice Tremblay. Let's see. 21 years old, working at the Clownton for over a year. Husband?
I'm sorry?
Are you married?
Who cares?
Not yet. I live with my mother. She's sick, so I have to take care of her.
Oh my god.
No father.
No. It's always just been me and my mom.
All right, Miss Roy.
Oh, isn't she precious?
I need you to tell me everything that happened, starting with this morning.
Au parc La Fontaine, les filles s'en vont et s'y promènent au bras des garçons. Tu les entraînes au cœur des buissons où elles étrennent l'amour en saison. Tu les enchaînes dans un tourbillon de vrais poèmes, car dans les frissons naissent toujours les plus belles chansons d'amour. Au clair de la fontaine, j'ai vu dans tes yeux mille couleurs. Quand la claire fontaine s'amusait au jeu de nos deux cœurs.
Oh, it is us.
Now just a bit of tidying up, and I can go on break.
Okay.
only menswear. Are you in town for a business trip, maybe?
Can I turn off the music? Yes. Sound a little bit like addictive. I don't think it is. They want to use AI to recreate her voice, which is kind of... I don't like it. I don't like it. It feels wrong, you know. I mean, she was such a huge artist, and to do that... Okay.
That's a lot of money to owe. Just what did you get yourself involved in?
Don't do the commenting before I had time to read it. That's not toggle plain text. You know me. You know my family. You've had a seat at our bar since the day we opened in '49. You're more than a friend to us. You're practically family. And while friends are polite to each other, family deserve more. Family deserve honesty. As such, I want to be as direct as possible in letting you know that you're down to your last chance. The $8,380, I think in the 50s that was quite a lot. You owe us plus 25% interest is now 8 months overdue. Oh, look, so we're not family. You don't give 25% interest, that's pretty much criminal, you know. That's too much interest. My patient has worn thin. This isn't like one of your unpaid bar tips. You came to us for help, and help always comes at a price. Yeah, but 25%, that's a lot. That's not friends, that's not family. That's a stranger who hates you. We've opened our pockets to you time and time again, and all you've done is taken advantage of our goodwill and generosity. We'll come over in person to make our collection tomorrow. I'll be bringing along the boys so we can all sit down and have a little chat. But just so you know, they aren't too good with words. Damn. Well. Okay. So we'll make sure to clean stuff, right? Acknowledgement of debt. May who? Should I write down the names? I'm so bad with names. I will not remember. There. Initial amount 1,500. Amount overdue 3,500. Man, that's too much interest. On the date of the initial loan, the lender agreed to lend an amount of money to the sum of 1,500 to the borrower for an enduring period of 12 months calculated. An interest rate of 150% per annum. The total sum of state interest to be paid together with the capital sum. Man, that's so much. It's criminal. That is criminal. It shouldn't be legal. With the loan period reaching its conclusion, the borrower was expected to have repaid the full amount owed. The failure to do so will prompt further action. Okay. So he's in a lot of trouble. Poor. Oh. Whop. 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 Oh, I wish it...
That's not complete without its pillow.
Wish it were that easy. You know. What is that?
Good enough.
Is it? What's that? That's the Holy Bible. That's boring.
No need to bother reception right now.
Okay. So what's with the...
I'm guessing you've seen better days. But you're obviously still important to someone.
Oh, Sophie. Is there money in her? Oh. Oh my god, no. Oh my god, it's a little cat. I love it. It's so cute. So why are you all... They look burned. That's super weird. Oh, it's another... Dear Mr. and Mrs. Mapleson, regretful as we are to have to resort to these lines of communication, our client and your neighbor, the owner of blah blah blah, she has been ultimately evasive of our many attempts to reach out and collect our due debts. Specifically, an amount owed to us to the sum of 1,904.75. It's all different sums, so they owe a lot of different people. He has given us little recourse but to contact him through those in close physical proximity to him in the hopes that they can deliver a message on our behalf. I think it's so weird if you draw in strangers to do that, that you don't really know. Like, I experienced that actually as well in the last couple of months where I was still on a mailing list that, you know, with the group I wasn't even, I'm not even dealing with them anymore. Not for bad reasons, just for general life reasons. And then someone wrote them that they tried to contact someone because they owe him a lot of money. And I was like, why would you do that? That's just such a weird thing. And I get it, you know, you owe them money and they will not talk to you. But to just approach strangers, and honestly, unless I totally hate that person and know they're a criminal or a crook, I will not, like, snitch, you know? Super weird. Okay, we have little desire to disturb you and the other fine citizens of 32nd Street, but our business may bring us back to your neighborhood if it is not resolved quickly. Oh, so they damn, they instigate the neighbors to snitch on them, and otherwise they threaten them to stuff. The help of your kind community would be greatly appreciated for us and certainly for your neighbor. Lucky Coin Financing. Is it the same or is it different ones? That's what I'm not quite sure about.
Only menswear. Are you in town for a business trip, maybe?
Okay. Pick up. Place pillow. I like this. This is fun. This is really... Yeah, let's look. Snip in the back. Why can't I... Huh, I can't apparently. So maybe I can't because it's covered? That's probably it. Ew. Okay, do I... Okay. Whoopie, 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 whoopie. Scrubby, scrubby, scrubby. Whoop. That looks good. Is that it? Yeah.
And voila. Good as new.
Yeah, I guess. Anything else? Okay. Oh, Grandpa don't mind if I do. Oh. That would be tedious, but okay.
You brought your own mug? Well, I guess ours aren't quite as complimentary.
Well, he loves his... Why does he have the plushie toys and the mug? So he's a family man, I think. Ooh, I love menus. I'm one of those people, if I know I'm going out, I will look up the menu beforehand and just to see if there's stuff I like and what I want. Because if I'm in the restaurant, it gets... No, I mean, I can do it, you know. It's not like I'm having like a whole episode when I'm in the restaurant and I haven't seen the menu, but I like being prepared and I like looking forward to it, you know, make my choices in peace and quiet. All right. And I think American menus are so interesting because I'm from Germany. So a lot of the stuff, you know, that's very typical in America is not really typical in Germany. So what would I get? Well, one thing that always worries me is when I see the amount of meat on the sandwiches. You know, it's like bread and then you have like this much meat and then bread. And it's like, that's not balanced. That's probably, I mean, that's all meat. That's, I don't know. For me, I wouldn't like it because that's not so... I would probably go with apple pie or chocolate cake. Also, look at those prices. Ugh. It's probably very, very expensive for the 50s. But yeah. Alright. What else do we have? Nothing. I love this concept. I love it so much. This is... It and that's why I wanted to play this, because it's like I can sneak, I can explore. I have a little bit of cleaning because I love chores in video games, not in real life. Oh, okay. What's that? Oh. And that's it. Close that up again. We probably have to be careful with, like, you know, not being too obvious with what we snooped. Did we open this? Oh, did we open the other one? Oh, and it's snowing outside. Okay. I think we're pretty much done. So this poor man is in a lot of debt. And he's a family man. But he's on his own, probably to kind of make a deal. Press and hold. Confirm to exit. I think I did it. Not quite sure. We'll see. So she heard a noise. She's so pretty. But they all are.
They want to build next door?
Yeah.
The protagonists.
Creeps me out. Imagine all the weirdos who'll start hanging around the hotel.
I can think of someone who'll feel right at home. Look at her. Always glued to that gossip magazine.
Do you think she has any real friends? Or is it just Gracie, Joan, and Marilyn?
Well, when your own life is that dull, you need to get your excitement somewhere. Oh, did you see Rebecca come in this morning? She was wearing the same clothes.
Did a man write this?
Now, don't you think you're overreacting?
I give my reasons in a
This is
second.
the kind of behavior Linda warned me about.
She's doing everything she can to break us apart.
Sophie speaking.
Hey, it's Beth. Do you think you could come up real quick?
Sure. I'll be right there.
You're right, you shouldn't.
No, I really like that to be blind. I was so in love with you that I couldn't see. What?
Oh no, she got her keys. So I'm not a fan of how she's portrayed. So she's caring for her mother. She doesn't have a husband. She's not like the other girls. Because that was... Okay, so that was the device. And it's a very tropey, boring device. To show all the other girls. They're so superficial. They have affairs and they talk about... You know, they talk shit about other girls. But she's so special. She's in her own little dream world. And that feels like a man wrote this, you know, because... Why? Also, the bullying in these kind of stories is always so over the top, because I think mostly women are much more subtle, you know.
Tempting, but every penny adds up, Sophie.
Okay, so no cigarettes either, I guess.
Jacques, leaving luggage in the lobby? Are you trying to get Bernard to kill you?
Mm-hmm. Man, we can't even snoop here. That's so funny. Oh, what's going on here? Is it Valentine's Day?
Really needs to be fixed. I hope the weather doesn't make it worse.
And then with her voice, she's so soft-spoken. But she's probably also super smart, you know? She's just so good. Like, I want to bully her. I won't. I don't wanna. But I want to bully the person who wrote her like this. Because, man, give me some meat on my character, you know? But she is a snooper, so... But that's me, so... Oh well. Okay. The Montréal... the Montréalais, how do you say it in French, or do you, I don't know. 19 arrested in deviate raid. Montreal police arrested 19 persons in an early Saturday raid at Manny's Lounge, located on Stanley Street, downtown Montreal. The establishment, owned by Emmanuel La Liberté, is a known hangout for sex deviates. Oh, deviate raid, so it's not, no one, I thought the raiders were the criminals. Well, they are kind of the police, you know. So just a couple of queer people having fun. A Montreal city employee, a court official, and 2 teachers were among those seized, according to official reports. Lieutenant Sylvain Giaubot says he plans to send letters to schools employing the arrested teachers. Oh man, you ass. School principals, parents, and fellow teachers should prevent such people from being in close contact with youngsters, he said. It is everyone's responsibility to protect our children. You know, it's so sad. They probably did this on purpose, that they have this on, like... People will play this and they're like, oh man, how can you be so ignorant? And then they turn around and they say the same thing about drag queens reading for kids. You know, it's absurd. Anyways, Lieutenant Gubeau also promised an investigation would be open on La Liberté, who already has a criminal record to his name. It's not a criminal record if it's just being queer. Major snowstorm paralyzes the city. Montreal is paralyzed by this winter's 5th and most important snowstorm. Most important. Ooh. 15 inches of snow are expected until the end of the day. The last major storm, back in January, had covered the city with 12 inches of snow. The storm started yesterday with 6 inches falling during the day and 6 more during the night. Violent winds created giant snowbanks all over the city. Many drivers ignored police warnings and decided to take their cars at their own risk, resulting in several accidents. Trains from the United States are expected to be delayed up to 3 hours. At Dover Airport, most departures have been cancelled, while arrivals are delayed or diverted altogether. Shop owners against new mental hospital. A group of downtown Montreal businessmen and shop owners met with Mayor Sarto Fournier last week to air their grievances concerning the city's recent decision to allow construction of a new mental hospital on Dorchester Boulevard. William Weston, manager of Weston's department store, says he and his group will fight tooth and nail to prevent the hospital's construction. Will our customers feel safe to come downtown for the shopping and needs knowing there are lunatics next door, he said. Well, it's probably mostly people who were put there by their husbands and family because they were not normal, in, you know, quotation marks. Like, I'm not even sure if I'm for or against it, because I know mental hospitals in the 50s were horrible, so no one should have been in there. No one. But also, the shop owner's reasons for not wanting a mental hospital is the wrong one. So, another bloody Valentine. Valentine's Day concluded in horror last Friday. Oh man, what is this? With the murder of an Outremont resident. A worried neighbor called the authorities at 11:15 after hearing loud shouts from next door. When police arrived, they found the lifeless body of a 34-year-old man. Authorities have refused to identify the victim or provide any details about the circumstances of his death. No suspect has been apprehended yet, but Detective Maurice Tremblay asked anyone with information to come forward as soon as possible. Will we find out who it was? That would be cool, if that would be one of the, you know.
Poor Nicole. No one should be stuck cleaning up the reception hall after a ball, even if they did draw the short straw.
Oh, she's such a nice person. Oh. It's
Hey,
Ruth?
Beth.
Oh, Beth.
Hey there. So, who's sleeping?
Sleep what?
You were whispering just now on the phone, so I thought maybe Eugene or Bobby were napping in the break room again.
Oh, yeah, no. It's Jacques and Wendy. They were, in the middle of something.
Ugh, it's so awkward when they start making out like no one's watching. Get a room. We literally work in a hotel.
Click on the dialogue option to select it. You said you needed to see me. They weren't kissing. I tried to ignore them. Do we want to make her a little bit more? Yeah, let's make her a little bit more interesting.
Oh,
snappy.
I try not to pay attention to them.
I just find the sucking noises hard to ignore, you know? But that won't be an issue today, of course. Every sound is being drowned out by the phone's constant ringing.
Because of this storm?
You have no idea. You're the only person I've talked to today that hasn't mentioned the blizzard.
I just did.
I mean, until now.
Oh. Sorry.
It's alright. I guess I'm just looking for something else to talk about. Anything else.
Oh, we shouldn't talk too much. No, let's
Well,
do it.
I do have some gossip about Jacques and Wendy.
How dare you not lead with that? What's going on?
When you called, I wasn't whispering because they were making out. They were fighting.
Oh, this is entertaining. I mean, oh no, why?
I'm not completely sure, but it sounded like Linda had something to do with it.
Juicy.
Ugh, that bitch.
Oh, Jesus.
Trust me, she deserves it.
So, I know. In real life, it depends on how close I am with Beth, you know. I do gossip with my close friends, not with everyone else, though. But we want to make it exciting and interesting, and honestly, I don't want a goody two-shoes character. That's boring, you know, so... That's it for today's scoops. Why does everyone hate Linda? Jacques is to blame. Probably. But I want to know. I want to know.
I don't get why everyone hates her so much. Linda's always nice to me.
To you, maybe. But she's just the worst to every girl she perceives as a threat.
Oh.
A threat? A threat to what?
Oh my god, Sophie.
I don't know. Her place as Bernard's right hand, I suppose.
So, you're saying I'm not a threat?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying Linda thinks that. But that's her mistake. I know there's more to you than meets the eye.
Yeah.
Oh. Thanks. So, you said you needed me? My help, I mean.
Oh, right. Wanna guess why?
Something clear? I don't know. Did you see a mouse?
Did you see a mouse again?
You make it sound like that would be no big deal.
It would. Wouldn't it?
Well, what if it was a rat?
Didn't you tell me you were raised on a farm? Those little creatures shouldn't scare you.
Ugh, that doesn't make them any less disgusting.
Okay, so we know about Beth.
So, is there one or not?
No. No rodent is involved, thank God. A nice gentleman decided it was time to redesign the lobby and helped us by knocking over that vase on his way out of the hotel.
That's it?
I would do it myself, but the last time I tried to leave the front desk, Bernard emerged from his lair to scold me about procedures and whatnot.
Well, we can't have the beauty of the Clarington Hotel take absence from her throne, can we?
Oh, the people would riot.
Bernard especially.
Bernard's hardly the people. Anyway, I have to get back to work. There's a mop in the supply closet next to Bernard's office, I think.
Thanks. I'll see you around.
I like Beth. I would probably be friends with Beth. From what I know of her right now. It's the 50s, you know? It's the 50s. So I'm just, you know, from what I know right now, assuming the best. Blah, 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 blah. Because it's the 50s. We don't even know Sophie's racist, you know?
My rag isn't gonna be enough.
Oh, yeah, I have to get the mop. But, what's that?
Linda's been putting these everywhere lately. It's weird that Bernard allows it.
Oh. Linda. Was Linda the one everyone hates? Or was that someone... Oh, man. Not being good with names will be my downfall in this game. Okay, say no to divorce. Protect the family. You can be divorced against your will. Women and children suffer most in divorce. They don't. You lose your succession rights in divorce. The wife's pension rights are lost in divorce. You lose your right to the family home in divorce. Yeah, I mean, that's true. In the 50s, being a divorcee as a woman kind of sucked hard because you were so tied financially. But also staying in a marriage, in an abusive marriage, in an unhappy marriage... Honestly, children don't suffer that much if people who hate each other don't live with each other anymore. Oh, okay. That's the menu again. Can I play? No. I like the sound of her shoes.
Chocolate mousse cake. Maybe Bobby wouldn't mind sneaking me a slice. Ugh, no. Bernard would have both our heads.
Chocolate mousse cake. Sounds nice. Okay, it's that again.
Linda, Wendy's great at her job. Guests absolutely love her and...
Not just guests, apparently.
Oh, God damn it, Linda! I only like her because guests like her. Making sure guests are happy is my job, after all.
You don't seem to care whether I'm happy.
Listen, if Wendy wasn't doing her job, that'd be another story, but I can't just fire her without good reason.
What if she stirred up trouble among the staff? Would that be a good reason?
Curiosity killed the cat.
Oh, Andrew, hi. I'm sorry, I was just...
Spying on our manager?
No, I heard something, and I...
Hey. It's okay, I'm just pulling your leg. I'm sorry I scared you.
I'm not used to having people around me while I work.
Yeah, you're always working alone up there, aren't you? I actually think it's the first time I've seen you down in the lobby. Don't tell me you've been sent to clean up after the Valentine's Day ball.
I heard it was a disaster. Tell me more.
I heard the girls talking downstairs. Apparently guests went wild.
More like unhinged.
Ooh.
Mrs. Wilson almost broke a chandelier, and we kept finding chewed up olives in the weirdest
Ew.
of places.
Who does
I
that?
hope the rooms won't reflect that.
I hope that too. For your sake.
Oh yeah, shit.
You must see plenty of weird stuff while you're cleaning.
Yeah.
What's the weirdest thing you found in a guest's room?
Something very odd, something gross. Something about you? No. I want to know. I want to know.
Well, there was this lady who had a love letter addressed to someone I know.
What? No way. Who was it?
You.
You're messing with me.
It was worth seeing your face turn red.
Wow. You got
Okay.
me.
Aw.
Oh. I better go help Beth. It's hell here with the snowstorm.
I can imagine.
It's okay. I need to,
Yeah, all right. Take care.
You too.
So does she like him or not?
Endless letters of advice and Raymond, what have you on? He wants you to lower.
No, we're not opening this. That would be... What's that?
Bobby made it very clear he doesn't like anyone walking into his kitchen uninvited.
Okay, but we can go here. Okay, wow, that's oh, that's a horribly ugly room. Is that the one we need? Anything else? The bucket? No? Just the mop? Okay. Well, okay. And close it again. We're in the 50s, we're in a hotel, so probably always make sure we leave the place cleaner.
I'm really sorry about that. I'll have a word with our kitchen staff to make sure it doesn't happen.
Oh. What did they do?
Well,
Ew. I better throw that away.
Well, what is it? How do I... No, how do I throw it away? Ah, okay. With the mouse wheel. Wah 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 wah. Oh, oh.
A film roll. The guest must have dropped it when he knocked over the vase. Probably should return it to him.
Nope.
Now I just put the leaves back in the vase, and it'll be like nothing ever happened.
Oh. Whose hat is that? Oh. Cannot.
I understand, Mr. Ramsey. I wish I could make the snowstorm disappear. I really do, but sadly, that's not within my power.
Beth, who knocked over that vase?
Mr. Spade.
Mr. Spade?
Well, I can check with the airport and let you know when flights resume. Until then... Yes, I know. You've said that already. But... No, that's very...
So, which room are you staying in, Mr. Spade?
Oh my God.
Well, you're welcome to speak to my
There you go.
manager if you'd like. I'm sure he'll be thrilled to talk to you.
Call to cancel. Train cancelled. Call to cancel. Wow, there we are.
Well, for
Spade,
that, you
first
have to talk to
timer.
the manager's manager. Would you like to contact him? Sadly, he doesn't. have a
Sorry,
phone.
that was
He's a bit of
loud.
an old-fashioned
About-
fella, if you know what I
And
mean.
he's staying.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, certainly. So first I suggest finding a nice little corner where you can kneel down, all right? Then you clasp your hands together and think really hard about just how much you want the snowstorm to end.
Bernard still leaves these around the front desk?
It's,
Guess he didn't hear Beth when she swore she'd burn the place to the ground next time she had to suffer through one of his sermons.
to your plight. Making fun of you, sir. No, I never dare. No, I'm dead serious. If anyone can make the snowstorm end, it's him. Hello? Sir? Oh, well.
Where am I going? I need to get back to the logbook and find Mr. Spade's room.
No, I found it. I found it. Ah, it's one of those things where I have to do something. Don't I? And it's... Oh, enter selection mode. Oh. Wait, wasn't he? Oh yeah, here. Spade. There you go.
Room 505. Great. That's on my floor. I can return that film roll without going out of my way.
Alright. Oh, okay. Thought we'd be like, thank you, Beth, but no. Do you want to clean that? Yeah. Wow, 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 wow. I like that cleaning is very easy. It's one of those things you always have to make sure if you have like chore-based gameplay, it should not be a chore, you know.
Hold it, please. Phew, made it. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Was it you who cleaned the puddle by the restrooms?
Was I not supposed to?
Well, Eugene asked us not to touch anything until he's repaired the leak, but it's probably safer this way. Someone could have slipped on it.
Which floor?
Oh, 6th. Thanks.
I didn't know that. Also, man, it's...
What's the big rush?
I need to bring this to our VIP guest.
What is that?
The one who rented the entire floor.
Ooh.
Oh, is it that British man I keep hearing about?
Why does he need
a bucket full of snow?
No idea. I don't even ask anymore. It's just the latest in a long series of strange requests.
What do you reckon he'll do with it?
Take a bath, maybe? Sometimes I wonder if he's just pulling an elaborate prank on me.
Can't you tell me who he is?
I've never actually met him. I always talk to his assistant. Only Bernard knows his identity. I do have a suspicion, though.
Oh?
But I'm not sure I should say it.
Can't you at least give me a hint?
Okay, let me think. Whew. Saved by the bell.
Hey, come on. Don't leave me hanging.
Let's just say I like to prolong the suspense.
Wait. Is that the hint?
Who knows?
Fair enough. Have fun up there.
You too.
Is it Hitchcock? No. Hitchcock was an American, right? I don't know. Back in the 50s? Yeah, I don't know. Also, oh wait, E? Oh! Ooh! Beth has been the hotel's receptionist for as long as I can remember. In fact, hers was the first face that welcomed me when I took my first step inside the Clarendon. She knows this place like the back of her hand. Beth can be fiery, which doesn't win her much love from Bernard, but most guests adore her for her magnetic personality, and that's something Bernard can plainly see. Yeah, she's amazing. Also, is she fiery? No. We don't get the chance to chat as often as I'd like, but when we do, it's always a blast. I only wish I had even half of her wit so I could entertain her as much as she entertains me. Bernard is Clarington's manager, the big boss. He spends most of his days locked in his office and doesn't like the maids roaming around outside of their posts, so our paths don't cross often. Lately, he's been hell-bent on getting the hotel back in shape, whatever that means, and there have been a lot of changes around here as a result. He's enforcing employee rules more strictly than ever and dropping God knows how much money on renovations. The stress is practically radiating off of him. Bernard and Linda are quite close. She's his second in command, but it's an open secret that there's more going on. They've been arguing more and more lately, though, usually about Linda's strong feelings about Wendy. Bernard loves Wendy, or more accurately, loves how much the guests love her, while Linda thinks she's up to no good. Look at her face, come on. Linda's the Clarendon's governess, Bernard's second in command, and it's easy to see why. She rules over the maids with an iron fist, always ready to enforce Bernard's latest rules to the letter. Most of them hate her for this, but my feelings are a bit more mixed. For whatever reason, she seems to have a soft spot for me, probably because she's so nice. The same cannot be said for Wendy, unfortunately. It's like she's made it her life's mission to break up Wendy and Jacques' relationship, and I'm worried that her latest efforts may have succeeded. Linda feels incredibly strongly about married couples who choose to divorce. She's been leaving anti-divorce flyers on every floor and won't even speak to any divorcees staying at the hotel, like poor Mrs. Beaumont in room 507. Where do such strong convictions like that come from? It's a little hypocritical, to say the least. Linda's always worked quite closely with Bernard, but we've all known their relationship goes beyond just co-workers. That relationship has been strained lately, and it seems like the source of that strain is poor Wendy. Bernard might be willing to bend over backwards for Linda, but firing the hotel's most popular waitress just because she demands it? I'm not sure he bent that far. Wendy. Wendy's a waitress at the hotel's restaurant. She and her best friend Yvette were hired together, and they used to be inseparable until 3 or 4 months ago. It's no coincidence that this was around the time Wendy started dating Jack, the bellboy, to whom she's now happily engaged. That is, depending on who you ask. Linda seems to think that Wendy is the Clarringtons' resident flirt. Sure, she's popular with guests and collects the most tips by far, but I've always chalked that up to the same thing that has drawn me to her, that warm smile that just radiates kindness. Linda's not convinced, though, and seems to have taken it upon herself to expose Wendy for who she really is, right? Jealous much? In these texts, we get a little bit more of her. She's not just so nice, you know? I like it. Jack is one of the Clarringtons' bellboys. I don't know much about him. He's even more shy than I am, barely looking up at guests when carrying their luggage. People like us just need someone to bring us out of our shells, and apparently for Jack, that person is Wendy. He's like a completely different person around her. He lights up, laughs, even cracks jokes. I was so happy that he found Wendy, and even happier when he proposed. They're like the Clarringtons' very own Janet and Tony. But it seems the engagement is in peril thanks to Linda's meddling. Stand strong, Jack. Don't fall for her manipulations. Bobby. Bobby is the head chef in the Clarringtons' kitchen. He takes care of all the restaurant orders and the meals ordered through room service. Why doesn't he get a picture? I love walking by the kitchen doors any chance I get, just to enjoy the smells of whatever Bobby's cooking up. But linger too long and you get an earful. Or worse, I do not want to spend another afternoon cleaning macaroni out of my hair. Andrew is the concierge and receptionist for the Clarrington. He's intelligent, professional, kind, and well-mannered, which easily makes him Bernard's favorite, but he knows how to have fun when no one's looking. Whenever I see him, he's either dashing off on his latest errand or burying himself in a book, so we haven't had a lot of chance to socialize at length. When we do, though, it always feels easy. Like talking to someone perfectly attuned to your wavelength. Maybe I should ask him for some book recommendations. It would be nice to have more reasons to talk to him. Eugene is in charge of the hotel's maintenance. Pretty much everyone likes him. He's friendly, hardworking, and does his job well. Anytime I needed help, he's been happy to lend a hand. Since the renovation started, though, his usual good mood has lost some of its spark. I can see that Bernard's lofty expectations are weighing on him. I just hope he doesn't burn out. He doesn't deserve that. Okay, and progress. Oh my god, we have so much! Shit! Sorry, it's so much reading now. Some days I'm convinced the Clarrington is haunted. It's not that I believe in ghosts normally, but there have been too many incidents for me to rule out the possibility completely. Oh, that's when we heard the doors and everything. Just this morning I was waiting for the elevator on the 5th floor when I heard a loud bang behind me. Like someone shutting a door, but with more force than I've ever heard a person use. Maybe it was a weapon. With the silencer, you know. I looked around, but there was no one to be seen. Am I just imagining things? Trouble in paradise. I've overheard Wendy and Jack arguing in the break room. From the sounds of it, Linda got to Jack's head and convinced him that Wendy was flirting with some of our guests. I couldn't believe it. Anyone who's been around them for more than a minute could see how much Wendy loves Jack. She would never do that to him. Best banter. Even if it's only a few minutes out of my day, my chats with Beth are always a highlight. She called me up to clean a mess made by one of our guests, which gave us a chance to catch up. I don't think I've met someone who can make conversation seem so effortless. Beth has a witty response for everything. It's too bad maids aren't usually allowed in the lobby. Chatting with her every day would be a great way to start my morning. Andrew's ambush. Oops! So Andrew caught me eavesdropping on Bernard and Linda, who was once again complaining about Wendy. Thankfully, he didn't make a big deal out of it. He doesn't seem the kind to judge. He's actually quite nice, easy to talk to, fun to tease, and funny in his own quiet way. I hope I get a chance to talk to him more. I get the sense that there's a lot more to him than he willingly shows. I don't ship them. I think... no. I don't know. I don't see it. While cleaning up the mess in the lobby, I found a roll of film on the ground. I'm guessing whoever knocked over the vase must have dropped it. With Beth's help, maybe I can figure out who it belongs to and return it to their room. We usually keep lost items at the front desk, but bringing it back myself would only take a few minutes out of my day, and might put me a few steps closer to Employee of the Month. Off to room 505. I felt bad bugging Beth while she was in the middle of an important phone call, but like always she came through. The logbook says Mr. Spades in room 505. It was just in the middle of taking care of the 5th floor before my break. I can return the film roll and get right back to my schedule. Andrew's mystery guest. I bumped into Andrew again in the elevator. From the sounds of it, the VIP guest on the 6th floor has him busy with all kinds of strange requests. I tried to press him for more information, but all he gave me was this cryptic hint. I like to prolong the suspense. I'm dying to know what it is. Andrew clearly knows how to keep a secret. Who else? Oh, family. Mom. Mom always means well, but life hasn't dealt her the best kinds of cards. She doesn't talk to me very much about her time as a nurse during the war, but I've always wondered what kind of person she was before that harrowing chapter of her life. It's just the two of us at home. Mom's had bad luck with keeping jobs, and she finds it hard to be around people, so she stays home most of the time. Maybe PTSD. At least she's never missed an episode of The Wild Orchid. On her good days, she can manage on her own, but on her bad days, well, I do my best to be there for her. Left when I was 2 years old, Dad. Haven't heard from him since. Mom doesn't say much, so I stopped asking. Mr. Spade. Mr. Spade is a guest here at the hotel. He's staying in room 505. He seems to carry film rolls around. It's like when you know nothing about a person, you know, and then you're like, well, he has cups in his hands because you just once saw them having a cup in their hand. He seems to carry film rolls around. And he was in such a rush to get somewhere today that he knocked over the vase in the lobby. But other than that, I don't know how much about him. I can't deny that I'm curious to know more. Okay. Wait, we still have something?
I should return Mr. Spade's film roll. Room 505 is on my list anyway.
Oh, so that's her, what she's thinking. Okay. Okay. I think we're good to go now. 504. 50, let's go. Oh, it's open. Ooh.
Mr. Spade? Mr. Spade?
Ooh, more film rolls. Ooh. With the music. Oh, it's her! Oh my god. Did she steal that? Tampering with objects may lead to positive or negative consequences.
What is this?
Did I steal it? No, I put it back. Tampering with objects may lead to positive or negative consequences. Let's throw them away. Because that feels like we could lose our job. Like, I'm not quite sure. I'm not playing as myself here. I'm playing more like from her perspective and from it's the 50s, you know. You gotta take care. Well, Sophie, ask and you shall receive. Now I know Mr. Spade is a stalker and he's been stalking none other than me. I still can't believe those pictures of me in this bathroom are real. I wonder... I mean, we don't have a dad, maybe? I don't know. Oh wait, whoa, we have clues? Acknowledgement. Yeah, that's cool. That is cool. Pictures of me snooping through a guest's suitcase. Room 505 greeted me with a sight. I never could have seen it coming. A makeshift darkroom filled with pictures of me snooping through a guest's items. My heart has never beat so quickly. Should I call the police?
Looks like prescription drugs. But what are they for exactly?
Miltone, Maid. Federal law prohibits dispensing without prescription. Okay.
I should bring that back to my cart.
Okay. Darkroom tools. That is so interesting. Oh, this is so interesting. Oops. Oh, but now I threw away the evidence that he stalked me, so I can't say that.
Clarington Hotel reception desk, Beth speaking. What can I do for you on this very fine day?
Beth, I need your help.
Sophie? What's going on?
I think Mr. Spade's stalking me while I work.
Really? I knew it!
You did?
I mean, I knew there was something fishy about him. He just has creep written all over his face, you know? How did you find out?
He took pictures of me. I found them hanging over the bathtub. He set up a kind of dark room.
Pictures of you? Doing what?
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but sometimes when I clean the rooms, I get a little curious and, you know, snoop through our guest stuff.
Sneaky. And Mr. Spade caught you in the act, I suppose?
Yes. I think we should call the police.
No, that's a terrible idea.
But
Sophie, that man has pictures of you running your hands through people's stuff.
But I didn't steal anything. I was just snooping, I swear.
I know, but say a client reports something missing, those pictures would put a big red target on your back.
That's why I threw them away, because, yeah, like, it's not that there's anything incriminating on the pictures per se, but if something else happens, then it's one of those things where it's like, well, it paints a picture, you know. I threw the pictures out.
Well, I threw them out.
Yeah, not your worst idea, but you found the pictures drying over the bath, right?
Yeah?
I'm no photographer, but I've been in one of those dark rooms before.
These originals.
Yeah, I modeled for a while.
Of course.
Anyway, what I'm getting at is, those pictures were developed recently, but it doesn't mean there aren't more elsewhere.
I guess I barely looked through his belongings.
And he's got pictures of you checking other people's stuff.
Yeah.
Beth.
Oh, loosen up a little. No one's dead.
Any idea where I should start then?
Well, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure I remember Mr. Spade asking for the combination to his room's safe. I bet you anything there'll be more pictures in there.
Maybe, but I don't have the code.
Give me a minute. Merde. Those idiots.
What?
I can't find the combination list. The night staff's probably lost it again. Anyway, we always ask that clients write down their code somewhere so they don't have to call reception a dozen times. Maybe you can have a look around the room, and I call you if Mr. Creep comes back. You know, so you can get out of there in time.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, it's nothing.
Oh, and Beth?
Mm-hmm.
Please keep this between us.
Of course.
I love Beth. I wonder if the choice is you chose Beth as your acolyte. Yeah, because Andrew was a little bit boring. That was my thing where I'm like, well, you know, I don't want to. He's too boring. I called Beth for help. She convinced me to keep digging. After seeing those photos, it's hard not to feel like someone's watching me while I snoop. I hope this isn't timed. That would be bad. So he was in the war. Infantry Division, Belgium, November 1944. Okay. We don't throw that away. Any clues you pick up or throw away can be found in Sophie's journal. Yeah. Birds of North America. Huh? The 5th edition includes 10 new species and even more tips and tricks on how to recognize them. Alfred K. Eaton is one of the world's most renowned ornithologists. He has been teaching at Harvard University for 30 years and has written more than 20 books on birds. Right. Make bad. Whap. Because then we can say... Then we have a reason why we're in the room, right? Maybe? Okay, that's a dictionary. Wait, there was something in there. What is it? Oh, apparently nothing. Okay.
You're pawning off your possessions? What do you need the money for?
A victory medal. Amount of loan. Wow. Okay. What's that? Oh.
I'd forget my own head if I didn't write everything down. I guess we have that in common.
Do not forget to buy more film.
That's rough. How are you supposed to support yourself when no one will give you a job or a place to live?
I understand your situation. I'm sorry that you had to spend so many years in the hospital. However, this does not change the fact that you don't have the qualifications for the job. And even if you did, I could not hire someone in your situation. Mr. Morgan, it's not Mr. Spade. Other staff members simply would not feel safe around you. I would ask you not to contact me anymore. Sincerely. Hey weirdo, stop wasting my time. I'm not hiring you ever. Mr. Morgan, you know I have a lot of respect for what you and others have done for this country, but I'm not charity. If I don't receive the past 3 months' rent before the end of the week, you'll have to vacate the apartment. It's a different name. What's that weird? Oh, it's probably... Okay. What's that? Shaving cream. Okay. Oh, it's the empty... Oh, no, it's just a pocket mirror. Okay. Oh. What was that? Ah, okay. Damn. What's he up to? So here's a question, and this is more from 50 standards. Red nails and these red lips, do you think the hotel would have allowed this? Because I think that was very flashy for the 50s standards, and I think... I'm not quite sure if they would have allowed it. But well.
I remember this sale. I picked up that new winter jacket for Mom. Harry's diner, too. Were we ever there at the same time?
Why does he do that? I mean, he can't really blackmail her because she doesn't have a lot of money. Why Harry's? Lots of burger places closer to the hotel.
Beaver Lake? That's where I took Mom skating last month. Why is this up here?
And look, he has the heart drawn on it. Or were that the two of them that did it? Special occasion, wedding, funeral?
I just visited the oratory for the first time in years. This has to be a coincidence, right?
Is it maybe because her mother was also in the war? Maybe it's her father.
Is this a floor of the Clarington?
Lobby boys.
Morgan. Is that your real name? Why did you check in under Mr. Spade?
Yeah. You have to stop writing to this address. Lindsay died 2 years ago. I do not know what happened between the two of you, but please let us grieve in peace. Thank you, Lindsay's mother. How many affairs did he have? Lindsay Franklin. Oh, that little chink, it's starting to annoy me.
One man's trash is another maid's trash.
Oh.
I hope you aren't eating those beans. Something tells me you won't be missing this.
Yeah, these are empty. Pick it up. Do not forget to take your pills. Oh. No.
The storm must be getting worse. I hope Mom's not too bored without her TV shows.
Oh, it's just little socks. Okay, what's that?
Request to move to 507. Why did you want to change rooms?
The present letter is to confirm the reception of your transfer request. Regrettably, the room in question is currently occupied by an extended stay guest. That's the divorced woman. We are therefore unable to grant your request. Thank you for understanding. Lindsay's address, infantry division, year of hospital discharge. Who is Lindsay? Oh.
What do we have here?
Oh, okay. Damn it. Ah, shit.
Is he here?
What? No.
Beth, you said you'd call if Mr. Spade was coming back to his room.
Oh, yeah, I did say that. Sorry for the fright.
Oh my god, Beth. I nearly had a heart attack when I heard the phone ring.
I didn't mean for it. I was just so caught up in the thrill of it all. I had to check in. Did you find more pictures of you?
No, I haven't. But I did find something else.
Yeah?
He's got a kind of yarn map of Montreal on the wall.
A yarn map? And where does it lead to?
Lots of places. Most of them I've visited recently.
Merde. What's the deal with this guy?
Dialogue options will bring you back to this conversation point. He has unrequited feelings for a woman. Mr. Spade isn't his real name.
I think he may be using an alias. I found some evidence that points to his real name being Paul Morgan.
Well, he's certainly not the first man to check into a hotel under a fake name.
Is it really common practice?
It is, when the man in question is married, but the woman accompanying him isn't. Or at least, not to him.
Considering the state of his room, I doubt Mr. Morgan was expecting any visitors.
Did you find anything else?
So this means that we can go back, and this is probably leave the conversation.
He seems to be in love with this woman who doesn't love him
Aw.
back.
You mean you?
No, someone else. I found lots of letters addressed to a woman named Lindsay, but she returned them all to sender, unopened.
Are you sure it's love and not obsession? Maybe he stalked her like he's stalking you.
I don't know. Whatever it is, I find it strange she didn't open the letters before sending them back. I would have had a look at them first.
Of course you would have. So, is that all you found then?
He has this book with, underdressed women on the cover.
I don't think Playboy magazine qualifies as a book.
No, it's not. It's a novel. It's called, And They Were Roommates.
Oh, I see. And I suppose these women on the cover are really good friends, aren't they?
What do you mean?
Well, if it's what I think it is, it's probably one of those trashy books for men who secretly fantasize about two women getting real cozy with each other.
Ooh, have you ever read one? I didn't read it. What makes them trashy?
Have you ever read one?
Yes, they're awful.
I thought Andrew was the book expert.
Oh, he definitely is an expert on everything you'll find in a nice little bookstore. As for me, I'm more the every weird thing you'll find at a train station expert. Did you find anything else on Mr. Morgan?
No.
I'll know more once I open the safe.
Oh, so you found the combination?
Yeah, sort of.
I'm impressed. Well done, Arsène Lupin.
What?
Never mind. Don't let me keep you.
Okay.
He's a detective, right?
Yeah, you better. I won't call again unless Mr. Morgan returns. For real this time.
All right. Thanks.
Oh god, okay. Being tracked, that map. Every thread points to a place I've visited lately. What does it mean? Why me of all people? Okay, Sophie, just stay calm. There has to be a rational explanation here. Cracking the safe. Beth was right. Our guest did write down the safe combination, or at the very least. Okay, Lindsay's address. Infantry Division, year of hospital discharge. Oh, okay. Wait. That's a lot, though. Like, how many numbers is that? Year. Is that like a 6 numbers code? Hopefully. False alarm. Okay. Clues. Clues. 99. Mm. 3, 4. And then I don't think we've found the year when he was released from the hospital yet. That's just the Bible. Wait, maybe. Oh, okay. Maybe that's where we find it. Those footsteps. It's creepy. I couldn't do it. I couldn't snoop in a hotel room as a maid because I would be so scared that Paul, 42, that someone would just barge in.
You spent 10 years in a psychiatric hospital. And it looks like you left with a long list of diagnoses. And prescriptions.
Anxiety, character disorder, chronic insomnia, short-term memory loss. Patient initially admitted for nervous breakdown. Patient displayed erratic behavior and mood swings, occasionally aggressive. Patient non-responsive to shock treatment, neither insulin or electric. Jesus. Patient condition improved after new medication. It's very possible that... Oh, what's that? He forgot who he was with and who he had a kid with? Okay. $34. Oh, no. Okay, 34. $99 and $57. No. Okay. Yay! Hey, the gun is not that surprising, right? It's America. Everyone has a gun. Not safe for work. You open the safe in room 505. Oh yeah, you know what? Get rid of all of them. I'm sorry. Yeah, we have to do that.
M and H. M and H. Who are they? Are they guests here?
Okay, then now let me read and find out what actually... I don't know why developers keep on having the characters comment on content I have not yet read. It's weird. Okay. Arrived at the hotel, room not ready yet, had to wait in the lobby. Mem and H came in, both nicely dressed, and was holding a flower bouquet. Heard them talking to the receptionist, saying how nice the oratory was. Picked up some flyers to find out what oratory they were talking about. Room finally ready. No sign of MRH. Decided to unpack and install my setup in the bathroom. Oh, that's why you wanted to switch rooms. Still no sign of M&H. Have probably gone out again. Finished developing this afternoon's pictures. Unable to sleep. Heard weird noises from the corridor. No idea who or what it was.
Okay, Sophie? You should probably put this down. I should make sure I've checked every page of the journal.
Oh!
You're going through their trash? You really want to find out what M and H are up to, don't you?
I feel like I know her voice as well. M&H arrived at the hotel's restaurant, ate a quick breakfast, left the hotel and got into a taxi, tried to follow but had no money for a cab. Found a pawn shop to get some money but no idea where M&H went. Back in my room, I'll have to kill time until they return. Spotted them entering the hotel with Western shopping bags, eating at the hotel's restaurant, left for the bathroom, exchanged a few words with a woman and her child, left the restaurant, probably turning in for the night. While leaving, he emptied pockets in the trash. Searched the trash, found a receipt from a place called Harry's Diner with drawings and weird symbols on it. Took a coffee at Harry's Diner. Oh, he wasn't stalking me. He was stalking them. And I was probably in their room looking at her perfume. And it was all very accidental. Waitress remembered them. Said M used to be a regular about 10 years ago. Back in my room. Tried mapping M and H's movements since their arrival in Montreal. Unable to sleep again. Heard someone exiting room 507 but did not hear the elevator.
Why are you following them? And who's sneaking out at night? So many questions.
The question is, should I throw away the films or not? Because then, if it's something else, then now I've deleted... I will not throw out the rest of them, I guess. Oh, I shouldn't have thrown... I should have first read. I thought it was still me in the picture. Ah, well, that's how the game works. Okay, they left the hotel and got into a taxi, followed them to a place called Mont Royal. And skating on a small frozen lake, fell on the ice while trying to take a picture. H might have seen me. Ate at the lounge and left a ticket on the table. Ticket has weird symbols on it, just like Harry's diner receipt. Yeah. So it was just accidental. Decided to leave because of the snowstorm. Arrived at the hotel shortly after me. Looked angry. Something happened during the taxi ride. But what? No sign of them. Tonight we'll try to find out who's sneaking out at night. I don't know, I started it, so now I have to finish it. That's just the name of the game, you know.
M and H. Maybe Beth could find them in the logbook.
I think I'm done here. 2 more targets. It looks like Mr. Morgan's stalking doesn't end with me. No, it didn't even start with her. I think it was just accidental. I think the perfume was in her room. In M&H's room. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm grateful he only took pictures of me. He has extensive notes on M&H's coming and goings, like he's tracking their every move. I need to find out who they are and what we have in common. Maybe that will tell me why I'm caught up in all of this. Hopefully Beth can help, or at least reassure me that men like this get what's coming to them. Do we have any more film here? But I don't think so. No. Okay. Let's go! Oh, what's that?
This must have been so much fun. Well, for the guests at least.
You are invited to the Clarendon's annual Valentine's Ball. 1 drink, door prizes, best dressed contest. Anything else? Ugh. Oh yeah, I can throw that away, right? What's that?
Does carrying this everywhere really make us better maids? Bernard seems to think so.
Ooh, that's a lot. First rule, be invisible. Guests do not want to be disturbed. Accomplish your work as silently and discreet as possible. Be a shadow. Second rule, be thorough. Leave no stone unturned and no corner unclean. Dust, stains, everything must disappear. Be careful. Sometimes what looks like trash is actually a guest's treasured possession. Be careful as to what you throw away. Partial cleaning. Bathroom. Clean mirrors, toilet, and bath. Bring used sheets to cart. Put clean towels on shelf. Replace toilet paper roll if necessary. Empty garbage can. Throw away trash. Clean ashtray if necessary. Scrub stains. Make bed. Empty garbage can. Throw away trash. Repeat partial cleaning duties. Vacuum every floor. Dust every surface. Change bed sheets. Note: your governess may ask you to perform other related details at any moment. Complete. Expect a big mess. 506. Who's there? Okay. Let's see if we did the cleaning correctly. So I emptied this one. Ah, there you go. Forgot the mirror. Yeah, it's disgusting. What did he do with the mirror? Although maybe if you worked with chemicals. I love how so wild I can go with this. Oh, I'm having fun. Okay. There's a lot of stains here, but I think they're not actual stains. What's with the cups? Can I... Oh.
Another day, another dirty dish to pick up. Let's put those on the bathroom shelf.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh, I left the clean towels on my cart.
That is so interesting. Also, I can put the key back. Yes. Ooh, I like that. I like that very much. Ooh, that's cool. That is so cool. So that I don't leave a trace. Okay. And then I don't know how many towels does one person need? Oh. I guess. That many.
I'm sure I'll find more laundry to add to the pile.
I have 2 towels now.
I should call reception. M and H.
I don't think so. That's so cool. I love this.
Clarington Hotel reception desk, Beth speaking.
It's me.
Oh, hold on. Andrew. Andrew. Cover for me, will you? What's going on? Hey, Tintin. Just do it. Sorry about that. So, I take it you opened Morgan's safe? What was in it?
A journal.
His journal? Does he say why he's stalking you?
No, but it seems he's stalking 2 other people as well.
Oh, who are they?
They're guests. I don't know their names, though. I was hoping you could find them in the logbook.
Well, Snoopy, although it may seem like it, I'm not actually clairvoyant, so I'll need something to narrow the search. Do you know anything about them?
Mr. Morgan refers to them as H and M.
Well, that could mean a lot of things. It could be their initials, or, I don't know, husband and mistress.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah, I'll need a little more to go on.
I found out that Mr. Morgan made a request to be transferred to room 507, but it was denied because...
That's Mrs. Beaumont's room.
Exactly.
Why change rooms when his entire setup is in 505?
I'm not sure. I just thought it might be related.
Maybe, but... would you look at that? There's a couple staying in room 509. Hector and Marcella Cruz.
Hector and Marcella. H and M.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Do you know anything about the cruises?
Well, I saw them come in and out of the hotel a few times. Called a taxi for them once. The missus does the smiling and the other frowns a lot. Nothing to write home about. Do you have room 509 on your to-do list by any chance?
I do, actually.
Then maybe you go clean it and
Yes.
have a little look-see?
Yeah, nothing unusual here. Just a maid cleaning a room.
That's my girl.
I'll call you if I find anything.
Just be careful, okay?
I will. I promise.
Yeah, I forgot my keys.
I must have forgotten my keys in the break room again. I'll need my keys to enter room 509. I should probably check the break room.
Okay, all signs point to 509. Sometimes it feels like Beth has the answer to everything. With the help of the logbook, we were able to figure out who the mysterious H&M are. Two guests, Hector and Marcella Cruz, a married couple staying on the same floor as Mr. Spade in room 509. I bet a quick look around the room will reveal something, but I'll need my keys, which I left downstairs, probably in the break room. Classic Sophie. Alright, so we'll save. Create a new save. And then we're quick to the main menu. Alright. Okay, first episode, I loved this. I really, this is so cool. This is so much fun. Also, did you notice Beth called Andrew Tintin? This is like a cartoon character. I don't even know if he's like a French or Belgian cartoon character. Or is he Canadian? I don't know. A French-speaking cartoon character, and usually had a small dog with him. Yeah, because Andrew has read it. I will link to, so you know. But he's not... I don't know how popular he's in America. Like in Europe, he's one of those comics that pretty much every European has read. But in America, it might not be that known. But yeah, I love this game. I think the premise is so smart. The characters are lovely. It's the gameplay is so much fun. It's very clean. Like it's very easy to go through. It's fun. Nothing's a chore. It makes it so easy for you to even discover more of the gameplay, like the items, you know, on the top corner to show you what you've left, what you still have in your possession, what you might have to exchange. And I love that it gives you everything. You have everything you look at will be documented in your files, so you don't have to run back to it and, you know, look for it again. I like that you could pick Beth or Andrew, which is probably... Yeah, people want to like... Andrew is probably more like the nerdy type, you know, who's very analytical about it, and Beth is more like, ooh, interesting. So I'm gravitating towards Beth because she's probably the person I would also get along with Andrew, you know, not gonna lie, but Beth is the one I would be drawn to. I would be like, oh, I want to be like her. So that's why I picked her. And also, I trust more in Beth because as a receptionist, she's probably so capable, organized, and knows so much more than Andrew does. But I guess both characters will have the same... I don't think, you know, I guess it will not change how you play the game, but in my head, it's like, I want to play with Beth. Like, in a real life situation, I would more trust her also to keep all the secrets, to be quite honest, you know, to be more in on it. Also, a lot of the choices I made here were not really choices I would make in real life, because usually I play very much like I would decide, but I have to think about, this is the 50s, I'm working in a hotel, I don't make a lot of money, so I have to protect myself, because I have to care for my mother. And that's why, for example, I get rid of the film. I know you shouldn't do that, but if there's any chance of me being on the pictures, you know, that's why. So, and I would probably try to make those changes, and they might even be not very smart decisions, not changes, decisions. But I will try to, you know, put myself in the head of someone in her position, in Sophie's position, and then make my choices based on that. Because I can sit here all, you know, high and mighty and be like, I will only make the right decisions. Look, that realistically, that not always helps. Especially at this time, you know, where women didn't have a lot to say, especially single women. The question if we have a husband or not, that was a loaded question, you know, from the detective. And so, yeah, that will probably be how I will go forward, to be very self-preserving. Of course not, we won't be assholes or whatever, you know, if we don't have to be. But yeah, I will not make the goody two-shoes decisions, you know, that whatever may happen, the police will make the right decision if they find the evidence, because no, they won't. So yeah, but I'm looking so much forward to the next episode. This is so much fun. So far I also like the puzzles were quite easy. Let's see. I always say that, and then in the next episode a puzzle will be that just trips me up completely. But so far, yeah, I love all aspects of it. Like, there's nothing so far that I don't like about it. Yeah, what do you think? How do you like it? Oh yeah, here's the question for you. No spoilers, please, you know, but given from what we've seen so far, do you think Mr. Spade or Mr. Morgan is the bad guy? Or rather that the two other people are the bad guys? Because I actually think they are the bad guys. You know, I think, and maybe we're not even super closely connected to everything. Maybe we just got drawn into it because we were in their room looking at the perfume. Maybe we're not really the target and it was all a coincidence. That's my theory. What is your theory? Also, if you're new to this channel, you know, I usually play a lot of horror games, but I also don't turn away from a good thriller or murder mystery if it's well done. And this is just snooping in hotel rooms. I mean, who didn't want to do that at one point in their lives, you know? Probably a lot of you, but well, in video games, I love to snoop. So yeah, if you enjoyed this, if you enjoyed all the talking, all the speculating, then feel free to subscribe. And I promise you, if I'm after... Oh yeah, if I'm like a spy and I'm after a mysterious couple, you know, and you're just a maid looking at stuff, I will not make pictures of you because you're in a very dire situation. You know, you probably make like not a lot of money, and it's very, you know, delicate that you keep your job. So I will not do anything to basically include you in something that could be so much bigger and that could like put you in a bad situation where you could lose your job or maybe even more. No, you know, I would just, I mean, I could have just made a note and not even make those pictures. So also pictures back then probably quite expensive, so you know, you'd be safe with me as the spy. I would not really zone in on you that much. So subscribe. Anyways, I hope you had a good time. I hope you have a wonderful day. And maybe see you next time. Bye. This is my self-recorded outro song so I don't get hit with copyright claims. If you subscribe to a lot of fun tutorials, reviews, and let's plays.